I think that's the perfect segue to get into our Netherlands versus Argentina preview of the quarterfinals. And obviously, this would be the first quarterfinal match that's going to be taking place. And so far, I don't want to, we're recording this on Sunday before the last couple round of 16 games take place, but it seems as if, all of the favorites for these matches are going through at this point. But so this is, two elite nations in this competition with pedigree, going at it. This is what you wait for. When you watch the World Cup, these are the matches you want to see. The best of the best going at it. The Netherlands versus Argentina. This is what you kind of want. And there's another one that we're going to talk about in a little bit here, France and England. That's the other one.
Hmm.
What a matchup that is. These are the matchups you live for, and I'll go ahead and get we both think Argentina is winning it all. So I think we know what's going to happen here. But what do you expect for this match is the right question. So what are you expecting in this match?
I think the Dutch are going to come out and they're going to play. They're going to come out playing well. I mean, they came off a pretty good win against the United States. They're going to be set up well defensively, led by Virgil van Dijk. And that's what this game is really going to come down to. How well can this defense play against Argentina's offense? How, because they're not going to really, they have to plan around stopping who Messi gives the ball to. Because you're not really going to stop Messi. You just have to cut him off of who he's feeding the ball to. And Argentina's defense has been great, but they can be get at. Like you can get this defense, but Gakpo has been playing really well. Depay has looked like he played very well against the United States. I mean, he looked like Dennis Bergkamp. I mean, like he was playing well, but I just think this defense is going to do just enough to hold off the Netherlands attack, and it's going to be a very close game. I see this one possibly going to extra time. This is going to be a very, very tough game, and I can only see it, you know, being won by one goal. So I'm going to say Argentina win this game 2-1. I think they're gonna let one in, but I think it's gonna be Argentina score first, Netherlands tie, and then possibly a goal extra time. I'm thinking because God, it's gonna be really tough. Like this Netherlands team's gonna be tough to break down. But if there's any team that's gonna break down Netherlands, it's gonna be a team led by Lionel Messi.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that there's one thing I can expect going into this match. Van Gaal is going to have this team set up very well. You know, he's a tactical mastermind, you could say, and I think that him putting his full focus on first of all how to stop this Argentina attack led by Messi, and also how is he going to set up his attack to go against this Argentina defense, which looks almost unbeatable. It's like very difficult to break down, very difficult to score against, and a lot of that is also because of the
Very
help,
physical defense.
and it's also helped by guys like Rodrigo De Paul in the midfield who never stop running. They just are help really much so they help out that defense, and they allow it
Hmm.
to be as good as it is. So I think you can expect Van Gaal to have this team set up tactically well, and very similar to the United States game, it might come down to who wins that tactician's battle, who wins the chess match between Scaloni and Van Gaal, and it's going to be tough because I think these two teams, the Netherlands, with their kind of five at the back, but it's attacking, but it's a five at the back. It's going to be very difficult to break down. I think it's very important for Argentina to score first in this match, because I don't think you want to be chasing the game going against a defense led by Virgil van Dijk, and they got Ake playing on great form. And Delete didn't even play against the United States. It was Timber. I don't know if Delete is coming back into the side for Argentina. But basically the point is that the Netherlands have great center backs, and also they have Dumfries, who is on, I mean, after this United States game, he's on the best form of his life.
Yeah.
He was looking like Cafu against the United States. I mean, an absolutely unbelievable performance. So this Dutch defense is playing very, very well. So I think you don't want to be chasing the game, So I think the Argentina, similar to every other game besides kind of the Saudi game, which they dominated as well, but they're going to try to hold the possession, and and I think the Dutch might kind of let them have the possession. And I think they're going to be trying to hit Argentina on the counter. And I think Argentina is going to try to hold the most possession and break them down. And who is going to win that chess match? I think that's what this game is going to come down to. And I back Scaloni, and also I back Messi to be able to do that. I think that Julian Alvarez bags another goal. And I think Argentina win this game 2-1. I think, and I could see it going to extra time, but I think 2-1 in normal time. I think it's gonna be one of those games. It's gonna be very, very close because I think Gakpo is gonna, really announce himself on the world stage, with this match. I think he probably bags a goal he didn't bag against the United States. I think he does get a goal here because he's been on unbelievable form. And, you know, if there's one thing I can expect, it's a Lionel Messi masterclass. I think if he was putting on the show that he put on against Australia, I can expect a similar performance here. And if Messi is playing like that on that form, I'm like it's almost impossible to stop.
Yeah.
You are not beating this Argentina team when Messi's playing that well. You know, it was the scoreline against Australia was unflattering to Argentina because they could have won that game 6-1. They could have won that game 7-1. It could have been an absolute blowout. They just didn't take their chances, which is why it's going to be very crucial for Argentina to put away their chances that they do get. But I think that they will because, hopefully Julian Alvarez gets a couple more of those chances instead of Lautaro Martinez.
And Di Maria will be back this game, so
And that's another thing. I think Di Maria potentially being back is going to play a huge role
it just makes
because
their offense more dynamic. I mean, Di Maria on the wing is still electric
oh
for
yeah,
being as old and as a veteran he is. He's still burning with pace.
and we saw a lot of even though the Dutch tried to eliminate the wings against the United States, that was their kind of tactical mindset. We did see the Dutch sometimes exposed as on their wing backs as a defensive liability. There was spaces there sometimes, and
Yeah, the USA did have a lot of chances, to get good cutbacks, but the problem
exactly,
is United States did not have that 9, and, when you're Argentina, Di Maria going in for a cutback, you have Lionel Messi, you have
and
Julian
Julian
Alvarez in the middle.
Alvarez.
I fancy their chances a lot better than, Timothy Weah,
I find it.
to be fair, I think,
Well, that's the point. I think that it's going to be Lionel Messi running at daily blind. Daily blind.
Daley Blinn. He
I
scored, to
don't.
be fair, he
He
scored.
did. He did, but defensively, he's still a liability. I
Yeah.
don't think that the Netherlands will be able to stop this Argentina attack enough. I think that if they allow the same spaces behind the wing backs that they allowed against the United States, it's going to be tough for them because Messi is obviously like they were giving up chances to Tim Weah and Haji Wright and
Haji
Pulisic.
Wright.
Look, you can get away with some when you're playing them, but you can't get away with those chances when you're playing Lionel Messi, Angel Di Maria, and Julian Alvarez. And if you give them too many chances, they will score eventually. And that's not even including the fact that McAllister can get a goal. We've seen Enzo Fernandez be able to score. This Argentina team has goals that can come from anywhere. They can score from
Mhm.
midfield, and they also have a lethal attack. And because of that, and because of the fact that Argentina, I think they're going to dominate the possession again, the Netherlands aren't going to have enough chances, and the chances they do get, they're going to have to be very clinical. I, I just think that Argentina will take control of the game and they'll be able to get the win here. But like I said, it's very, very important to get that first goal because you never want to be chasing the game against the Dutch because they can hold the lead well.